morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. This is a unusual time slot for me. Normally, I am hanging out with my friends right now, but apparently you can't stream when it's snowing in the US. Get better, Americans. It's snowing here, and I'm streaming. It can be done. But Just Dawn is still up. Danny T is up. Erin is up. Miss Irish, the Texas Rose, Chris Mullen, all y'all is up. Farrell is working. But no, because yesterday was quite a big Texas Jen. Good morning, lovely. Was quite a big court date. We had the Adam Montgomery hearing, which is still set to start on the 6th of February. With jury selections, they are. The last count I heard was they think they'll have between 50 and 55 witnesses, and maybe 100 more as rebuttal witnesses. So that's going to be a fun one. You're working as well. Yeah, because you are on the other side of the world. So, and Anthony Lewis, good morning to you as well. No, so the Adam Montgomery case that I am kind of wanting to follow because that was my first solo trial I did. That looks like that'll be on time, but welcome to the never-ending story, which is the Sarah Boone case, because Sarah Boone had a court hearing yesterday as well. And if any of you are not familiar with the lovely Miss Boone, this is her.
For everything you've done to me. Sarah. For everything you've done to me. Sarah. You. Sarah. You. Sarah. Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it out.
If any of you couldn't remember that lovely, lovely lady who stuffed her boyfriend into a suitcase and he stopped breathing. You're laying in bed having baker dreams. Oh, I'm so sorry. Nightmares are such a bad thing to have. But she had her hearing as well today because she was supposed to start next week, I believe. It's been proposed. It's been postponed a lot of times. So I thought we could hear this hearing as well. Good morning, Mimsy. Well, no one else. Well, Rackets and LC is streaming, but I didn't have the time to cover this yesterday, so I thought I could cover this because I woke early. MG didn't stream, so I could stream a little bit. Well, I have to start doing a morning show now. And Anne, oh, so nice to see all of you. You should be sleeping. Don't get into the baker lifestyle where you never sleep, because I'm quite weird because I don't sleep. But this, as you can see, it's a very short hearing, so I don't know how long I'll be going for. But let's see how it went today. Judge Maddie, number 9. Now we only need 60 more. Giggity, giggity, giggity. But let's see where it takes us.
State of Florida versus Sarah Boone, 2020 CF 2603.
Yeah, that's a short one.
Dave Cacciatore on behalf of the state.
Okay. Mr. Cacciatore, good morning.
Oh, don't say sorry that you're in pain. Say no, don't thank me. I'm happy that I might be able to take your mind off the pain a little bit. I know those days where everything is just
The court was just made aware that a motion to continue waiver of presence was filed on January 12th, 2024 at 11:18 a.m. A copy of it was not favored to my office. My judicial assistant found it this morning by scouring the record once we did a call in the halls for counsel for Ms. Boone. The motion reflects that additional time is needed in order to prepare this case for trial. Counsel is still reviewing extensive discovery in this case and is also seeking appointment of experts with the S in parentheses. This court has approved costs for a private investigator. The task to be accomplished in preparation for trial cannot be concluded by the now scheduled trial date. Reflects that speedy's been waived and that you had no objection to same. Is that accurate with regard to your objection or lack thereof?
That is, and I've had the chance to review that motion, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cacciatore, say again, sir?
That is accurate, and I have reviewed defense's motion to continue.
Okay. The motion does not identify the amount of time that they're seeking a continuance. In your conversation with Counsel Hobson, are you in a position to advise the court as to how long of a continuance they're seeking? Oh, no, the wherefore clause says 3 dockets. I apologize. Any objection to that, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. The motion to continue will be granted. This matter will be continued for 3 dockets. Now, my understanding is that this is typically specially set. So do we want to have this especially set at a certain time, Mr. Cacciatore?
I think that would probably be better. Typically, Ms. Boone is elected to attend many of these hearings and not waive her appearance at them. So I also think too that we're at the point that we're close to being I think ready for trial, and that I guess without getting into too much more without Mr. Hobson here, yes, I think just we could set it for a special set status.
All right, the court has availability for a special set on May the 3rd at 9 a.m. The court's inclined to have this as a special or as a final continuance due to the age of the case and the motion not specifying anything more than a 3 docket continuance.
That's acceptable.
Okay, all right, we'll set this matter for a special pretrial on May the 3rd at 9 a.m. Ms. Boone we'll have a mandatory appearance for Ms. Boone at the May 3rd at 9 a.m. pretrial. What's the following trial period for that?
The trial period for May the 3rd would be May 13th.
All right, with a trial period of May the 13th.
So,
thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
State of Florida versus.
Shut up. Another delay in this case, and now it'll actually, and that's why I kind of wanted to go live, because I'm probably not going to cover this case, but if it goes on May the 13th, look, I have a long line on that, because that's when we're having our meetup in 10 SA. Why that accent? And I know Dave was really keen on covering that, so maybe he has to cover it while we are running around in Dollywood is the word I want to say. Scott McGinnis, you're not familiar with this case? Well, let me just show you what this case is about, because it's quite a nasty case.
Sarah. For everything you've done to me. Sarah. For everything you've done to me. Sarah. You. Sarah. You. Sarah. Stupid. Sarah.
This is what this case is about. A hide and seek gone wrong. Sarah is the lovely lady you can hear using a colorful language, sounding like she had maybe 1 or 2 snifters of gin too much. The other person you can hear in this video is her boyfriend at the time, who is inside the suitcase playing hide and seek. She claims that they were playing hide and seek. They had a wonderful day. They had such a great day. She couldn't drink because she couldn't. She don't drink. She can't drink. She couldn't drink. They found 2 bottles of wine at the scene, but apparently it was him doing it. So they had been making puzzles. They had been painting. They had been having a wonderful day. And then they decided to play hide and seek. And he hid in the suitcase. And she couldn't find him. No, she helped him hide in the suitcase, but she couldn't find him. She must have some kind of dementia since she's helping him get into the suitcase and can't find him afterwards. She goes upstairs, waits for him, falls asleep, comes back the next day. He isn't breathing anymore. She calls the police. She didn't do nothing. She is the ultimate Karen. And she seemed quite intoxicated when they arrived at the scene. But there's a little bit of a problem with that story. One, she couldn't find him while they were playing hide and seek, and she fell asleep for, I think, like 12 hours. And he had contusions to the back of his head. And this is the first part of the video. If we see the other part of the video, you can see that the suitcase has been flipped, which of course happens when you forget that you're playing hide and seek. So you're just flipping over the suitcase that's in the middle of your living room or something. So I wonder if she hears his voice in the middle of the night. I know I find his voice. Yeah, that's why I only played a short part of it, because you can just hear him. Yeah, but as you can see here, the suitcase has moved.
Sarah.
And she's laughing. But she didn't do anything. She absolutely didn't do anything. He was hiding in the suitcase. It was an accident. She sounds a little bit like she had a little of the drinky poo. So, yeah. Stream for an hour outside today. Expert, you know I love you. You know, I know you Americans are weird people, but in Denmark we have these things called houses. We put windows in them so we can sit inside and watch the outside. Then you don't have to be cold. It's a little, you could call it an expert tip from people who live up north. If you stay inside, you don't lose your feet while streaming. You don't have to go outside. It's I know it's you're not used to all that snow down south, but one to another, not Scandinavian. How did she put in that suitcase? Interesting interview with the police, where she claimed, as I said, that they were playing hide and seek, and she helped him get into the suitcase. So maybe he was in on it in the beginning, but with the contusions on the back of his head, there's somebody's talking about she might have pushed him down some stairs afterwards. But you can clearly see she moved the suitcase between the two recordings. So it can't be a surprise that she's there. Hello, Josie. Good morning. Expert tip. Exactly. You think they were drunk and she talked them into... Yeah. It's been 4 years, and is it 7 or 8 lawyers she's been through so far? Because she's quite something. I think is it 15 letters or something like that she sent to the judge, where she complains about her lawyer, she complains about the judge. Her defense will be battered spouse syndrome. But will it work? both she and him were arrested multiple times for DA. DA is the abbreviation we can use on YouTube. But each time the police picked them up, the other one bailed them out of prison at the same time. They were in a long, bad relationship. His family apparently called her the blue-eyed dragon, or the blue-eyed dragon lady, or something like that, because they didn't like her. She snitched on her neighbors when they wouldn't let her borrow the toilet. She snitched on them because apparently they were illegal immigrants. So yeah. Well, he wasn't a big man, let's just say it, but still, that suitcase is bigger than the one, or the content is more than I'm going to bring with me to the US for a week. It's very bizarre. Yeah. She is very needy, but I think they have one of those, what do you call it, relationships where it's hell, but they can't live without each other because they're just so used to the abuse. Some people just have that, yeah, even though they know everything is bad, they know this will ruin them. They just can't stay away from each other. And you see it a lot with people who have serious substance abuse. 7 lawyers, but it's not all her fault. Just some of her fault. No, it's not her fault at all. It's the lawyers who can't, who don't understand her. It's the judge who don't understand her. It's the world who doesn't understand her. Our girl Sarah is, she's totally innocent. Yeah, he's curled up inside the suitcase. Black widow female spiders mate with the males, then stun them and cocoon them in their webs. I don't even think she made it with him. It's yeah, it's not a good video to see. She sounds very, very drunk in this video. She's but she swears that she didn't partake in any of that because she can't drink. She won't drink. She might have a glass. Banana hammocks and suntan oil can fuck. Exactly. And if you just leave the banana hammock at home, you don't even need a lunchbox. She's special and innocent and really, really smart. Yeah, she is really smart. She's really, really smart. If you listen to her police interview, maybe I can find that. If I go on YouTube, maybe I bet you it's on YouTube. Boom, 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 boom. I can just do this, maybe.
To me, she explained last night that you guys were drinking a bottle.
And the funny thing, when she found him the next day, she didn't call the popo. She called her ex-husband. Let's see what she talks about what happened. What had happened was.
Here's what happened. He and I, we drank last night. We had a. Can you pass this to the around to the SD guys? Stop. They need to sign that for sure.
They're with me, so they're
not going anywhere. Okay.
I think I woke her up.
No. Each of them has to. So this might be a real thing. So each of them has to put their name.
Normally
in
we all just.
And she just said we drank last
Yeah, you
night.
told her it's working.
What's going on?
Sorry,
I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like,
Yeah,
he and
that's
I
all
were
right.
putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to take stuff off the wall to make new art put up there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay.
So then
Sleep
it's
well,
like,
Danity. Sorry, I
start to
woke
play
up.
hide and seek, right?
Okay.
That's the lovely lady.
He gets in the suitcase. Okay.
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband.
She looks like we have a dive bar right over here. I used to live right across the street from it. She looks like every lady who left that dive bar at 10 p.m. each day. those skinny arms and that vacant stare in the face, it's just, I'm an alcoholic. It's, she is Mensa. Good morning, Yvette. Welcome, welcome. And Wesley, hope you're all doing fine. That's a little impromptu stream. Well, she is smart. She's very, very smart. She's the smartest ever. She tells the police many a time. She's very smart. Well, she claims that she went upstairs to sleep. But the problem is she has the video where she's taunting him. Let's just say, put that in front of a jury. Oh la la. I don't think she's going to win that one. You want to see that, Diver? It's not that great. I've been thrown out of there a couple of times because I was so drunk one time I played darts and I hit the ceiling lights. They weren't fans of me after that.
My former husband.
How did he live here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay, okay,
I didn't know what to do.
okay,
I didn't know what to do.
okay.
So then he came over here.
Here, let's talk in private, okay?
I called you guys.
Mhm.
I tried giving him CPR. The problem is I fell asleep. I fell asleep
When did you do CPR?
this morning when I found it.
Before you called?
Yes.
It's 1 o'clock right now.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him and I took him out and I tried doing CPR and then I called him and then I called you guys.
This could make it believable. I fell asleep. I was drunk. I didn't know he was there. It's still not okay, but it wouldn't be murder. But the problem is she has those two videos, where you can clearly see she moved the suitcase. So she could have let him out at any time.
Did he get here before the fire department got here?
Who?
Your husband? Or
Yes.
your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. Where does he live at?
Right down the street.
Okay. So you were playing and who zipped him up in?
I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay. So you're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what
I
happened.
fell asleep, so I don't know if he suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or
What
what.
kind of medical conditions does he have?
None that I know of.
Nothing that you know of.
None
You
that I
didn't take
know
any
of.
medicine
No.
last night?
No.
No medicine.
All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just
But she don't drink. She can't drink. She won't drink.
a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to
That's one of the claims that the police makes because he has abrasions to the back of his head. So they believe that either he was hit before he got into the suitcase, which to me would make it harder to get him into the suitcase. So I think, yeah, they were playing around and she said, get in the suitcase. And then she pushed him down the stairs. That sounds reasonable to me. Yes, I do say, yeah. No one has asked if this is Liv. Hey, Mustang McCracken. Yeah, the neighbor did claim to hear something. So I think there's, because of the they tell her what the medical examiner finds in the interview, where she says, I don't know anything. Maybe he walked into something. I don't know anything. Bondage spray is only recommended if you trust your partner to remain conscious. And again, don't put yourself into a suitcase. I know it's all fun and games until someone ships you off to Mexico or somewhere down south. Don't do it. Do you really know the people who put you in suitcases? I haven't heard that she put her kids in a suitcase on occasion, but there's so many things in this that I wasn't planning on covering it because I know there's a lot of other people who wants to cover it, but I just saw that it got delayed again. So and no one else is streaming. Even Rackets ended early this morning, so I'll do a little impromptu streaming. Well, it's 7 a.m., so it's morning my time. Good morning. Well, she actually confessed to doing most of it during her interview. So, but remember, she's the smartest person in the room. I actually think she says that at some point, that she's Mensa material.
Play hide and seek. That's all that happened. Okay. So I don't know if he had a heart attack or what in there. Like, I don't know what happened.
So how long were you doing CPR on him prior to you calling 911? You tried that all morning?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I called him while I was doing CPR. What time
did you start? Probably, give me a rough ballpark.
Oh, they're 2 hours long.
Let me fill this deputy in, okay?
Please, may I have my Dr. Pepper? I am so cotton mouth right now.
That cotton mouth, how much do you bet it's because she was drunk as a skunk the day before? That's I never drank in my life because I'm a good boy, but I hear that you can get cotton mouth when you have a little too much to drink. Is hiding? Well, hiding is part of SMEX games, isn't it? Most SMEX games. I don't know if you're seeking for anything, but I like to hide something. Exactly, Tia. I think she was every girl hammered because she keeps talking about wanting that Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is great. I should have a Dr. Pepper now.
Ma'am, and you can't talk to him until we get done with this, okay?
Just don't leave, okay, Brian?
Thank you, ma'am.
Well,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll get Lucas.
I know.
Do me a favor. Stand over there by that car. Give me 1 second. Just give us a second, okay? We gotta
Somebody else on that call and break.
It's on the counter. I can't move anything from out of the house. Here, I want you to sit down because I don't want you passing out. This is probably a lot for you to deal with, right? Sit. I don't water. I can get you some water, okay? Just I want you not on your seat because I don't want you passing out on me.
I need water.
Okay, I'll get some for you.
You're trying to try, but you're on it.
Okay, so you don't live here in this house?
No. I live down in Lake Renata Cove.
Mustang, I think you're right. It's always the devil's letters that ruins it. Just see my good friend Roger down in Miami. He had a 40-year crack habit, and he can still hold down the job. But the devil letters, that's the things that's going to get you. So this is just her ex-husband, and let's go back to where she's drinking off the hose. I believe that's here. Isn't it here? That's when the officers arrive, maybe, or the detectives arrive.
Because we're not doctors. So what's going to happen is he's going to go to the medical examiner's office, and he'll have what's called an autopsy. Yeah. That'll be first thing tomorrow morning. I'll know a lot, hopefully a lot more tomorrow morning as far as him. But I cannot, there's no way I could say how, why.
So just by looking at him, like, why is he purple?
Oh, that's normal when someone passes away. Lividity, turn.
As soon as the heart stops beating, the blood starts to settle to the lowest points of the body. And then it becomes very pronounced. So
well, this is her husband.
Okay, well, listen, please do me a favor.
Got a whole fun history.
Oh, really?
I touched doorknobs. I don't think I touched anything.
He didn't even want to enter the house. He knew there would be trouble.
Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of what you have. Well, sit tight for us. We're going to make a few phone calls, and then we'll go from there. Do you know if he has any medical issues or?
I don't.
Okay, but you've met him before.
I've met him before. Yes,
Okay.
yes. They've got a whole fun history.
Oh, really?
Oh, you guys have been called over here quite a few times.
For the two of them?
Yeah, he's been arrested like I think 5 times.
It's a little annoying that they're cutting the lawn right now.
Really? Okay, I'm not familiar with. I haven't been here personally.
So
they have
he's currently on parole because of it. So
because of domestic violence with her.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes. Last time he got like retrial something or other. He had to go to a domestic violence class.
Okay.
I know he was doing it at a parole officer. Stuff like that. But I mean, like, every time she'd have him arrested, the next day she was trying to get him bailed out too. So I don't know what it is.
Oh, she's getting water from the tap. Probably gonna pass out on us. Okay. Well, listen. Please do me a tight.
Oh no.
I'll make a few phone
not a problem.
calls.
I mean,
where's your kid need to be picked up?
Lakeline Elementary.
How soon though?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Okay. I normally leave out.
Let me try and get this going for you because I know you need that.
So yeah, she had a history. That dude, literally, how I see drunk people who bitch about weed. It's just yeah, it's just funny how it's always the weed that's the problem. Florida Gators. I don't know what that is. Is that a football team or handicap? I should say, because football is with your feet, not with your hands.
I miss him a lot. Just you and me talk. You and me will just be the ones that are talking, which was fine because I mean we were playing with the dog, whatever, and then it's like, okay, now let's do the painting. We just did the puzzle, took a break. Now let's do this. Sure enough, sat down.
Well, she didn't have custody of her son.
New movies. We're watching movie trailers while we're doing painting and all that other stuff. So it's still background noise to him because I think that's what he's used to, is having background noise. Where me, I can sit in here all day with not a peep, but he always has to have some kind of background noise, which I didn't mind because the trailers were cool and he was interested in showing them to me, getting excited about movies that were out or upcoming.
Okay.
So
on your laptop you're talking about? Like, okay.
And I mean,
maybe it's awesome.
It was.
But you said it was a good day. Like you guys didn't have any conversations about your relationship. You guys didn't go down like the rabbit hole, like had too many to drink, and you guys start getting.
No, when I tell you this, it made me so happy that he actually listened to what I had to say. With just, we'll get through it. This will be fine. It's a small hurdle that you and I together will get through because.
I'm talking about the money, jobs,
daughters. Yes.
Nothing relationship-wise though. Like no issues. Like, did you guys have a conversation about your relationship, or was it just about like
what's going on right now?
Got it.
I try to evoke it from him so he gets it off his chest because I call him the volcano where eventually he's going to erupt.
Right.
And what he has learned in his classes is to communicate, which is a huge thing in a relationship.
Well, it just got delayed again because she's gone through 7, maybe 8 lawyers at this time because they can't work with her. As you can hear, she's clearly a very intelligent woman who really wants to communicate. She writes very, very long letters to the judge, complaining that the judge that the lawyer isn't at her beck and call at every single second that she wants it. So she's changed her lawyers a lot, and now, maybe 3 months ago, she wanted a PI to look into. I can't remember what he was looking into, and then they wanted a spousal abuse expert to testify in the case. But as the lawyer put it, they hadn't found any experts willing to do it for the amount of money that the state had provided. You can take that any way you like, but that's they couldn't get an expert saying she was a victim of spousal abuse for the kind of money that the state would give them. Yeah, and it's funny. This is a 2-hour, and she just keeps going over and over the same stuff again. But we have to admire the shirt on the big.
So it's just like, what?
Oh, so if your son was in there and said, "I can't breathe," are you?
That shirt is
swear
amazing.
I did not lay a hand on him.
Okay. You just zipped them in the bag.
Nor he.
You just zipped them in the bag.
Look at that
You
shirt.
flip the bag around several times.
Expert.
I didn't do that.
When I get my Croc boots and my pink cowboy hat,
no,
I need
why would I
that
do
shirt.
that?
Well, you
Good
told us
question.
you
You
did.
did.
When he was upside down.
Right.
Well, you had to put them upside down.
You can't get in a suitcase upside down
Yeah.
because the
Oh my
when
gosh.
you put the
See,
stuff
and that's the
in where his
unfortunate.
body was.
That's the unfortunate thing too, is nobody else was there. That's the
We have a
unfortunate
video
thing.
showing the suitcase in several different positions. So it shows.
No, Scott. Oh, you came in a little bit late. They just postponed it again till May 13th. They will have another. They will have another pre-trial hearing on May the 3rd, and then it's supposed to start on May the 13th, which is the same week I'm flying to the U.S. So I'm not covering this case. Especially a Karen who knows best. So I wouldn't do it. Yeah, she's the one who constantly complains that her lawyers isn't at the jail with her 24 hours a day. No, because she can't drink. She won't drink. She can't drink. She says that multiple times. She's not drunk. She can't do it, even though we just saw her saying that they had a couple of bottles of wine. That is a brother loves shirt right there. Yeah, she's in there talking about how everyone is against her, and she's probably getting beat up. I'll have to take what? You have to take a couple of days and go to Florida. See, yeah, that's the big problem. I haven't even applied for the visa yet to go to the US, so I don't know how long I'm gonna stay there. I don't even know where I'm gonna stay. Probably gonna stay in Valhalla's goat barn or somewhere, so I can keep the cost down. Then maybe I can go down to Florida. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe on Sunday when I do my birthday stream, I should do it'll probably be a drama stream so I can grift a lot of money. I know she's been writing so many letters to the judge firing her attorneys, but someone explained to me what is her deal about that? Because they're not good enough. They don't listen to her. They don't do what she wants them to do. It's her. I think you can see how she acts, and I think maybe she's one of those who's mellowed out by the alcohol, who's totally crazy when they don't have the drink in them. So no, I just think that she's a Karen who believes that if you attain a lawyer, your lawyer should call you every day, talk to you about the case every day, even though multiple lawyers have said that's not how it works. And the judge have told him many a time, when there's something in the case, they'll talk to you. But she just keeps going on and on and on, that they should be on her side. They should do everything for her. And it's like 7 pages. I think I have read some of them in a previous stream, but she's weird. Florida has gators and crocodiles. Why do you want both of them? Just stick to one of them. No, but I want to go party with my my new best friend. Maybe I can hang out in the tree house.
All right, but
How's Keith
this
Richards
is the
like?
lifestyle you've lived. Is that fair to say?
Say again?
That
Yeah,
is the lifestyle you
roast
live,
last.
right?
Oh yeah.
Is that fair to
It's
say?
lifestyle.
And is that the
Drinking, smoking, drinking and smoking, yeah.
okay? And is that the lifestyle that Paula lived as well?
Oh yes.
That's the guy I'm gonna go down to Florida and hang out with. He's a cool guy. He knows how to party, but still, 40 years on the rock, and he still holds down a job. Don't call him lazy just because he does a little on the crackety back. Crack is whack. Yeah. She isn't filthy rich. You get free counseling at your beck and call. No, but even if you were paying Thursday, we're going to cover the Karen Reed trial. I bet she's in great contact with her defense team, but they don't call her every day. They call her when there's something in the case, because why should they waste their time talking to her just to say, yeah, we're still progressing. Yeah, we're still progressing. Exactly. Smoke crack and mow lawns. That's how you do it. I bet you she's the one who's always saying, sorry, but not to be that kind of person, but my sink has clogged up. Could I please get another bath soap? She's the one who's there every morning complaining about something. And you just know it. She's just the type. So yeah, I don't know what's her deal, but I just thought because no one else was streaming, I would get up early and just say it's another delay. And now that delay will happen and coincide with when Je suis à la Estados Unidos. I don't know why I speak French and Spanish in the same sentence. It's because me and I just set up some Danish lessons so I can get some Spanish lessons. The only lawyer who would be a beck and call would be if she was filthy rich and had a lawyer on retainer for only them. Yeah, that's another thing. And still, a certain someone we all know with an orange hue and a wild head of hair, he has a ton of lawyers, and I bet you he doesn't even talk to them every day, even though he's, I don't know, is he in 5 trials right now? I think he's smart enough to know that let them do the case, and then we get an update now and again. He doesn't sit there and reads Black's Law Dictionary to talk about how he's a traveler and that's why he can't be remanded into custody. Because if you're filthy rich, you know you pay the lawyer to make all of the hard work. You don't pay the lawyer so you can tell them how to do the hard work. But she's a Karen, and Karens are Karens, and that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So yeah, not to bother you, but yeah, she's that kind of a person who's. Normally, I get 2 straws with my drink. Yeah, but not to be a hassle or anything, but could I do it again? And could you make them vegan paper straws, non-GMO? So, because I think about the planet. I know you don't. And I do CrossFits on vegans. Oh.
His daughters too.
Are you trying to make it worse?
Sorry, what?
Are you trying to make it worse?
Make what worse?
How I feel.
Yeah, blame the cop.
CSI, that was there yesterday. I think she took your photos. We don't have to inform her, so if you would like to call her, you can.
It's regardless.
Can we find it where she watched the video?
She hasn't got into bed.
At all. It's there. And intoxicated, which I am sick. Especially with that. I thought I couldn't sleep last night.
Oh, it's so bad for her. She can't sleep. Yeah.
You tell us the last night, you vividly remember this when you told us last night that he was laughing, you were laughing, you put him in the suitcase, he has 2 fingers sticking out, and you go to bed. Now we see something totally different, and it actually shows you upset.
Oh, let's see where she sees it for the first time.
Well, we're just trying to make sense of it. We're trying to figure out what you're saying.
I've always been a straight A student. I am an outstanding mother to my son. I don't think you all understand who I am.
Okay. Well, tell me.
I mean, I've always been a straight A student. I am an outstanding mother to my son. Okay. I excel at everything.
Not to brag, she just excels at everything. Hey, Pixie. See, I'm thinking about you, streaming at a normal time for you. You heard she is literally expecting the attorney to make the charges go away. She still can't accept that she's going. Well, she didn't do anything wrong. She's a straight A student. Well, I'll take pass out for 500, Alex. Cup with the raspberry dress shirt. Yeah, I want one of those shirts. I bet it's great to have a satin shirt in the Florida heat. Everything. She is a straight A student. Well, it's the first time she'll learn. I was thinking of you, Pixie. It's too bad for her. Yeah, you'll end up with more than a few slash cars if you bang this crazy. Not even Marines would eat these crayons. Well, that's why I wanted to play the part where she sees the videos for the first time, because you could kind of see that she didn't believe those were on the phone.
I would not do that.
You wouldn't lock somebody in a suitcase?
Well, I didn't completely lock it. I mean, I opened it with one finger. I left enough in there for him to get out.
Okay.
And because I changed this channel around and became a Christian channel at New Year's, I won't be talking about opening stuff up with one finger. I won't do it. Don't egg me on. Is she in her 30s? She looks 50.
And I wasn't planning on going upstairs and going to sleep.
Okay.
Probably high school.
The way you said it.
You guys are scaring me.
Why?
We just want you to watch this. It came from your phone. Don't you want to know what's on it?
Yes, please.
I said I wouldn't do it. Don't egg me on, Irish. I know you're a bad influence on me in that regard. I'm 27 a couple of times. I look younger than she does.
Is it long? Because I don't
Maybe
know how
stay on the crack instead of the drink.
I don't know how much I can take.
It's so sorry for her. Yeah, 27, roughly 27. Well, we only see two short videos, but you can see that she moves it.
I continuously throw up.
In
I
it.
don't sleep. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
Well, it's on your phone, and you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah. We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
It's that long?
2 minutes.
No.
For everything you've done to me.
Come on, nigga.
You've done to me. Fuck you.
And this
Fuck
is,
you.
that's you, your voice.
Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it up.
For those of you who haven't heard this before, this is the lovely Sarah talking to her boyfriend that she played hide and seek with and locked in his suitcase. And yeah, it's him begging to be let out, with her saying, "That's my name. Don't wear it out." Jeg er op til normal tid. Det er bare fordi der er ikke andre der streamer, så tænkte jeg, så tager jeg lige Sarah Boone. For ingen andre dækkede den i går.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
That's the deal when you check me.
I don't want to watch it, please.
Last time we talked to you, you had said that you put him in the suitcase. He had two fingers hanging out.
I flipped him over. I flipped him over, and that's where it was.
There's two different videos and a still picture where, yeah, it shows you flipping him in different positions and him saying that he can't breathe and you saying fuck
So
you.
this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
It was flipped up.
right, it was flipped up normal.
Yes.
Like as if you're packing something. So this is upside down.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
So this image is upside down, and then this small video that occurred 11 minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining room table.
Okay.
Now he's obviously still in there. So he didn't, how did it go from the back to the front?
Well,
I flipped it.
if she's not doing her kegels, that could be necessary.
My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep,
Well, that's what you did.
Yeah.
but not intentional.
No, you told me you went.
She didn't murder him intentionally because she didn't want to go to sleep. Well, good morning, M. Young. Oh, good night. Remember, I'm on the other side of the... I'm on the other side of the globe, so this is actually 7:30 in the morning for me and Nick. So and no one else was streaming, so I thought, well, I could do a little bit. Yeah, I know you're just. Did you see my Danish video and how you're living in occupied territory? Very educationally, just because you cheated more. But yeah. It's so. Why are they even having her in prison? Because it wasn't her fault. She did everything to save him, except let him out of the suitcase or stay with him, and made fun of him and told him to F himself. And this was time to feel what she felt when he choked her, but she didn't intentionally do it. Did you win the quiz? Yeah, it's because you're better than us, Nicholas. I know you're more. You Swedes are closer to God because you have mountains, so you can get up there. So yeah, I'm gonna let you all go to bed. Now you know how I feel when I'm staying up late. I just wanted to. I thought this would be like a 10-minute video, so yeah. Tetris level 995. Did someone? Yeah, someone completed Tetris or something. I read that. Yes, sir.
And upstairs because
What?
you were
Stop
getting
here.
ready for bed.
Stops here.
Okay, but
Where's here?
show me where you can see any fingers coming out because there's the end.
It's and his head's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So going like this, rather than going all the way up, it's like this.
That how can she be in her 30s? I know I'm a fluffster and fat fills the skin, so you don't wrinkle as much as skinny people, but still, she looks like she's 50 on a good day. Oh, she's rough. Good morning, Aline Mackenzie, and welcome all the way from Scotland. I don't know why I do accents. I'm an idiot. Sorry. New level record after a specific letter. The game code starts feeding in junk and eventually crashes because the devs didn't intend people to reach level 120. Oh, yeah. That was back in the days when I remember when Tetris came out. It was amazing to play on the Game Boy. And I'm only 27 years old, so I know it. But most breasts are, but still, as I always say, breasts are like pizza. Even when the topping looks wrong, they're still good. And she's missing the like Roger did. She looks 60. I lost my mom to the big C, and she had arms like that the last half year. That's she's whisker thin. Maybe that's it. But she was drinking wine. She's a classic drunk. Judge Maddie will be on radio in 30 minutes. Yeah, then everyone could go over there and listen to him. I'm probably going to jump off because I need to get to the hairdressers and the gym today. Yeah, you can just see that they have that weird body composition when they're drunk. She's 42 years old. That's a rough 42. Well, my DMs are open. I can be the judge of that. No. You're a good Christian channel now. Can't do that. Yeah, one testy is always bigger than the other. Yeah, it's haircut day. It's the 17th. So in the US, it's 0:30. Is this Brokeback Baker after dark, even though it's morning for you? Well, if it's going to be Brokeback Baker when I come to Tennessee, you need to use a little more saliva than they did in the movie. Nope, bad Baker. You changed. You changed. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
But why is he saying I can't breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out?
And it doesn't show a hole.
There's no hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't know, like, what you want me to tell you.
I'm just showing you. I'm just telling you what we see and what we've heard from the other video.
I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end, it sounds kind of like a...
No, it's not malicious.
Well, saying fuck you.
It's not malicious.
Then what is that?
People, remember, next time someone says F you, it's not malicious. Deuces, M. Young. Paper round was in Chernobyl. Yeah, she looks like she's been a little too close to reactor too.
What does fuck you mean to you?
Well,
like if you were to...
Nope. You turned the corner. You're a better man now. You're turning 27 on Sunday. You don't jump into easy traps. Scott, you've been following this channel for about a month now. Don't ask. That's what is paper round? Isn't it like a paper route?
If I were to tell
Oh, like
well, I don't speak English. I don't know.
I get told everything but a white woman, so
okay.
My intention was not to leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
But you went upstairs thinking that he could get himself
Yes.
out, but the video shows
That's
at
what I
no
told
point
you.
can I see his fingers.
He'll be up here any minute.
And then 30 minutes later, he didn't show.
And he's telling you.
If she's going with battle spout, isn't that admitting that it was malicious? Well, I think it was her FU that wasn't malicious. Because she's getting called everything but white woman. I don't understand drunk. Well, I could if I drank, but I haven't been drinking this morning so far. But still, she couldn't reason herself out of a phone booth. For those of you who are below the age of 27, a phone booth was where we had the old dial-ups back in the day. Scott McGinnis, she had two fingers out. And we need someone who's half in a bottle of wine who can say, no, what you mean? This lady here is, Swasia. Swasia.
Do you remember any description as far as the size of these men?
Yeah, I remember the size of them. I know, I could tell by the Swazier who that one was, by meeting him different times up there at Paula's. I knew the Swazier is, get that word right, Swazier?
Okay. I don't know what that word means, so I'm sorry.
Oh, his style, his walk, his talk.
Okay.
Maybe we should get Roger in on this case because he speaks all the, yeah. Is alcoholism this bad in Europe? Well, Denmark has the highest rate of youth drinking in Europe. So I don't know if alcoholism is bad, but we're really good at drinking. Good morning, sweet Luna. Get to bed. You don't need your beauty sleep because you're lovely, but still, get some sleep. Miss Razor. Razor. Yeah, parts of Europe is really bad hit, and certain demographics is hard hit too. I'm just so sad I can't get when he's sitting there saying, that's amazing. Is 18 for drinking? In Denmark, you have to be 16 to buy anything. Well, you can't buy hard liquor. Anything, I believe, up till 17% alcohol, you can buy if you're 16. No, Swayze, word, I don't know. Remember, 40 years on the rock. He knows how to speak language. Well, we think it's because it's the swagger of Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse. That's what he's alluding to. Yeah, you can legally buy alcohol at 16. You can drink whenever you want. I think that when they do the polls on about, I think the normal drinking starting age in Denmark is 14 years old. That's pretty normal, starting partying at 14. I was at a nightclub when I finished 8th grade, so I think 13 years old. That's the first time I snuck into a nightclub. And maybe 14. And I was 12 or 13 the first time I went to a big dance where we got hammered. The second time, some of my friends spiked my beer, so I got so drunk I fell over the white lines on the road. That's a fun party. Then I got beat up by some idiots. She was intent on punishing him. All the while she was smashed, she kept on in between being conscious and passed out. Still thinks she was surprised. I think she didn't think it true. But the problem is, as I always say, and that's why I say a lot about the people who think that they can read will be magically, this case will go away. No, you're probably still, even though there's so much reasonable doubt, the state will pull them into a courtroom. And then you just need that one little piece of evidence, like these videos, to play for the jury, because it's not about the law. It's about the jury. And tell me that a jury listening to these statements, like F you and you get for checking me out, they won't say this is intentionally. Because again, it's not about the law, it's about the jury. And in most cases, not most cases, but in some cases, that's the problem. You have to play to the jury. And that's why you always need all your I's crossed and your T's dotted. Very important. Roadhouse, yeah. I love the blonde in that movie. Jim Beam, because his girlfriend claimed he was a hard liquor. I sometimes should read things before I put them on screen. That's a good one, John. Yeah, partying at 15, that's normal in most. Well, you're semi-European. European prison colony that doesn't exist, but that's pretty normal here. My daughters went to, they had like, you get like some kind of thing. So when you're 16, you can go to the club, but you can't be served alcohol. You have to be 18 to be served alcohol in Denmark. But you can always sneak in. And money is money. They'll sell you a beer if you're inside. But my daughters went to real nightclubs, and they just had a different armband, so they couldn't buy beer. And I don't know if both age groups had, so they could just pull it off and then drink. But luckily, well, my one daughter did have a white girl summer, not with all the smexy, but with a lot of drinking. And the other one really doesn't. She doesn't drink that much. She works at a bar. It's pretty normal in this part of the U.S. here too. Everyone acts like it isn't though. When I was in the U.S. back in, remember, I'm 27, but still I was there in the 90s and was at a prom. That night should have been their first drinking night, and I was like, what? Because that age group in Denmark, you've been drinking for years. It's really that's the thing. I because we can start drinking like when we're 13, 14 years old, and we can't start driving till, well, we changed the rules, so now it's 17, but back then it was 18. So we knew when we were intoxicated. We knew how liquor affected us. And then you come to the US when you can start driving when you're 16, but you can't start drinking till you're 21. So I think a lot of DUI problems happen because people don't know, oh, I'm too drunk to do anything right now. We learned that at a young age. I think Sarah's fixable. I just finished sending a message to her jail, letting her know she has fans. Have a good night, expert. I have to get off of here too and go to the gym. But and stay warm. Stop laying out in the snow. She's female. She has a pulse. Yes. No, I never had a mullet. I had the bowl cut with the undercut. Is it on this one I have? And then I had. Oh, isn't it on this one? No, maybe no. Maybe I deleted that. No, it's on this. Why can't I find it now? I'm such a fool. I'm such a fool for you. Make me change to what I want to do. Then I went into this hairstyle. That and no, I didn't have my tips frosted. I was that blonde when I was a young, mean soldier. And I was skinny too back then. Dang, that's a long time ago. So, no, I never had a mullet. Mullets wasn't really a thing in my age group. Massachusetts used to do that in clubs. Armbands for legal age drinkers, but get rid of it. Too easy for underage. Yeah, because you just have your friends buy it. But again, if you can't buy a drink, what's readily available in almost every state? A little of the puff. So you're not really doing anything. Yeah, he'll give 15 letters in reply saying that my lawyer, but he never calls me. Do you have a suitcase? Can you come play with me? Well, actually, Sarah has in one of her letters claimed that I think she wanted part of the millions of dollars we are going to make off of this case. So sadly, I will be in the US at the time of the case, so I can't cover it. Or else I would have become a YouTube millionaire because that Sarah said it in her letter. So yeah, well, I'm not going to be a millionaire on that one. Oh, I'll be fine. Let someone else be a millionaire. Why would I want $1 million? I would just spend it on blowing ladies. Laying out. Well, she's doing this. How long can I stream without getting frostbite streams? I love the expert, but he's a little funny. No, my hair is all the way weird. I need to get my hair cut today. Yeah, probably. Well, I actually haven't got any pictures of the bowl cut period. I was a young happening dude back then. I had so much product in my hair that you couldn't move it, and now I just have a, I don't know what you call it, the high hairline. Oh, back in the day. Maybe I am your cousin. Did you think about that? Karaoke at midnight with the baker. I wouldn't ruin your sleep. Yeah, I was a blonde baby. Actually, if you can see how blonde I was when I was 5 years old. That's a picture from my first year in school. Missing member of Bros. Yeah. Well, I had the biggest head, and so I just had my brother's aunt was a hairdresser, and she gave me that haircut until I think I had that until 5th grade, and then I asked, because I hate having long hair. This is long hair for me on the side. I liked it shaven down. And I asked for that, and then she didn't want to cut me anymore because, nope, I know what's good on you. So, yeah. The poofy puff. I never went to Alabama in the 90s. No, I was in Tennessee because I was at Graceland in the 95, 96, 95, I believe. The year that the Knicks beat the Bulls in game 3 in the finals? I believe it was, because I had a Knicks jersey on and we were going to Chicago because I was flying out of there, and I was told probably take your Knicks jersey off when we hit Chicago tonight because they just lost to the Knicks. So yeah, that's not going to happen. Maybe blow off, ladies. Yeah, I'm just going to put on some stamps on the outside and travel in the suitcase. It's a receding hairline. Yeah, that's what we're calling it. I'm getting old. That's the problem. 27. It makes everything look bigger. No. Bad baker. Yeah, I've been in Randers too, yeah. That's a disappointment. But yeah, been to both. But I'll be in Tennessee, but I won't be going to Graceland this May. Sadly, I'd like to go back there. Maybe, well, I could just do it. I could just rent a car and drive over there. But still, I'd like to take my kids there. That could be fun. Maybe someday. But talking about someday has come because for most of you, it's today, just like it is for me. So, is anything? No one is streaming. Can I find some rando we can send all of you to so you can go hang out and I can go to the gym? What is happening out there? I don't think there's much live. Elsie is live, but he doesn't allow redirects. And he's... Nope. I don't know. Maybe I should just let you sleep. I I can send. I don't know why I get all of these Indian blogs or YouTube channels recommended. I never watched any of them, and they just fill up my YouTube feed. Oh, that's such an annoying thing. So, struggling with a Christian channel, you have me. Yeah, you ladies are the problem. Manscaping is the new norm. Well, I've been doing that because when I was deployed, it was really, 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 really hot, and you walk around in your uniform. It's easier to keep it clean. Please pray for our friend, the creator on YouTube, the Triggered Limey, who's on a ventilator. Oh, I hope he will get off it real soon and get back to doing all the great things he wants to do. Because, yeah, hopefully he'll get better soon. Oh, you're going to Maddie, yeah. But that's not on YouTube, is it? Well, nope. Don't tempt me, Jonathan. I turned the corner. Live from a sofa. Paul is a great YouTuber. Radio. Yeah, that I can't redirect to that. Live from my sofa. Well, he isn't live. No, I'll let all of you go home and get some sleep. God dang it. I'm going to see all of you. Remember, tomorrow it's an early day at trial. If the defendant shows up. I'll be going live at 8:50. And thank you all so much for showing up in the middle of the night. Go out and have a wonderful night. Dream about... No, don't say that the lady should dream about opening up with one finger. You're just going to end it here. Don't fall into the trap. Thank you all so much. I'm encouraged. Mom, do better, baby.
I apologize. What exhibit are you referring to? I'm going to make this 100, Your Honor. 100. Because it is 100% correct.
Objection, Your Honor.
Well, see the lawyer's face? Okay, we have to go back and they...
Widower case.
Did you, whether it's true or not, believe that Mr. Randolph had slept with your wife?
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't have cared?
No.
Did you believe he had slept with your wife?
No.
Did you believe he slept with your mother-in-law?
Probably did. Everybody has.
Wait a minute, I need this story time.
Everybody has.
Everybody has.
Everyone has slept with his mother.
If I showed you...
Oh my God.
I'm having a Jamie moment. And the way he just said it, he was just like, everyone did. Things on YouTube.
Mr. Randolph, do you?
I got that against the man.
You called him chicken shit.
That's right, he was chicken shit.